Hello. So today I'm not out walking. I'm sitting in my living room, on the floor for some reason I don't even know. The washing machine is on, so apologies. That's take something. It sounds like something's taking off. It's my washing machine, and I'm likely to get savaged by a small dog soon. She's she's eyeing me up. I think she's getting ready to pounce. Um, So I went to my second sober festival at the weekend. Very different experience to my first. But I actually want to do a completely separate vlog about that, because I want to talk very specifically about the festival and how I found it and my experience. But isn't it? I find it amazing that we can do these things that I honestly believed I had to drink alcohol to enjoy. Like, there'd have been absolutely no question in my mind in the past that if I was going to something like a festival or even a gig, that I wouldn't drink. Like, that would be one of my priorities, I would say. Even though, like, a lot of the time it would have been easier to drive, I've been like, well, if I can't drink, what's the point? And I actually used to say things like that. If I can't drink, what's the point? Like nights out, um, social events. What's the point? I mean, it's cringe, isn't it? It's cringe for me to think about it. The point is to go and spend time with people that you're apparently friends with and that you want to spend time with, doing something that you actually want to do. So my question is, if I couldn't see what the point was of doing something if I wasn't drinking, then did I ever really want to do it at all? I mean, I'm exploring these experiences again now through sobriety, to kind of see, like, do I actually enjoy these things, or are these just the things that I did and I made it bearable by drinking to get through it? Now, what I've learned is things like gigs. Yes, I absolutely do enjoy it. In fact, I love going to gigs. Music is such an important part of my life. And I never needed to drink to enjoy a gig. Like, I just had everything wrong in my head. It wasn't about drinking, it was about the music, and it's always been about the music. So thankfully, yes, I can still do that. I can still enjoy myself. And I can be more present now, and that's such a gift. I don't have to think about, oh, I need to go and get in the queue for the bar. I'm running out of beer. I need to quickly go and grab another one because I need something in my hand. It's like a comfort blanket. I need that thing in my hand. Otherwise, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to cope? Why did I care what anyone else thought? I mean, that's been a real learning curve for me. And honestly, I've only got to this point because I've done a hell of a lot of work on myself. I've had to learn to become comfortable with who I am, and I've had to learn to become comfortable with my own feelings, my own emotions. I've had to sit in the discomfort and feel it because there's no escape anymore. There's not an escape. There's no crutch. So, by allowing yourself to be present in the discomfort is growth, and you learn so much about yourself, and it's so hard, but it's so worth it. You come out the other side and you're transformed, you're a different person, and the work never ends. I mean, I've spent most of my life in therapy of some kind. I've worked with numerous coaches. And I'm by no means the finished article now, and I never will be, because I think we could dig endlessly into our own psyche and discover things about ourselves. But I'm starting to understand who I am, and I'm starting to accept who I am. And I think acceptance is such a huge part. Just accepting who you are and being happy with that and grateful for who you are. But I digress. Gigs, 100% can be done sober, definitely. If it's a band that you like enough, then it won't matter to you that you're not drinking. You're there to hear the band. And if you're in the right company, that's also incredibly important. Be with people who are supportive. That's one of the reasons why I failed last time. I didn't think about my external surroundings. I thought I was strong enough to get through it on my own. But when you surround yourself with people who only associate you with the person that you used to be, it's uncomfortable for them to see you change. And you get comments sometimes like, "We can just have one. Why can't you just have one drink? You'll be fine." Or really unhelpfully, "Oh, I really I miss you being drunk. You were so much fun." And you know, that's a difficult thing to hear, because that's kind of saying, wow, like, did you ever really like me, or was I just pure entertainment for you? Because that version of me that you're talking about doesn't actually really exist, because I've taken away the alcohol part and I'm a very different person. I'm actually not the party animal that I portrayed myself to be. I'm quite soft and gentle and grounded, and I like being at home, and I'm indulgent. I like indulgent experiences. I like food. I like comfort. And I like experiencing things in a very sensory way and doing lots and lots of different things. And so many people that who used to be a massive part of my life actually never really knew me at all. And in fact, I didn't know myself. It's not until I went through this process that I started to learn who I was. And it's been fun. It's been fun learning who I really am, the real version of me underneath everything else. So the people that you surround yourself with are so, so important, I think. I've now got a massively supportive group. I've obviously got Midland Sober Society. All of my admins, they're more like family to me now. I've got a partner who doesn't drink, and I think, that's different for everyone. Some people have got partners who still drink and it doesn't matter to them, it doesn't trigger them. Some people could never imagine being in a relationship with someone who drinks. And whatever is true for you is absolutely perfect for you. Don't ever feel like you're doing something wrong because you don't feel the same way as someone else. For me personally, I could never be in a relationship with someone who drank alcohol now, because I want to, it's not that I have anything against people who drink alcohol necessarily, but I want to be on the same spiritual level as somebody. I want to be with someone who's very present, and I don't think that someone who relies on alcohol would be in that same mind space as me. She's here. Where are you? Oh, she just came and bit me. And things like that I used to really enjoy, like going out on nights out, going from bar to bar to bar, staying out till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They're not for me anymore. And that was really hard to accept. It felt like I was losing a part of me, and I had to go through like a mourning period almost, because I identified with that experience. That was a huge part of my life, and losing that felt like a death of sorts. But I don't miss it now at all. There's so many more amazing experiences and brilliant things in life that bring me so much more joy than going on bar crawls and wasting a lot of money, actually. Um, so you have to change your lifestyle. Not everyone. I know some people who are sober and still go out partying and still go out to bars with their friends, and they thrive off just that kind of social vibe. And that's amazing. That's not me anymore. I like our meetups. I like socializing. I love talking to people. I love learning about people and what makes them tick on a very deep level. And that's like the real person underneath everything else. Um, but I've done a sober holiday now. I've gone abroad sober to an all-inclusive resort, and I didn't ever feel the need to drink, which was massive, especially when I had two kids there who were driving me absolutely insane. I never for a second felt the need to drink. I'm yet to go to a wedding sober. I think that will be strange because I very much associate weddings with drinking. But that will be an interesting experience when that happens, and I know that I can get through it. But yeah, we live and learn, and we learn about ourselves and what we can tolerate and what we need. And I think the biggest thing that we can take away from that is we're all different, and just honour yourself in your journey. And that's enough of me rambling for today. I will speak to you soon.